Hey friends, Stark here. I know, who is this guy? Where did he go? And although Melee has had an enchanting summer with accomplishments and storylines I can't wait to talk about, I've been busy too. I got second place at Supernova, a Melee Super Major. I watched my friends slowly become addicted to speedrunning Neon White, and I got into a ton of British television, which has been a bloody blast. I wanted to make this video to not only talk about the topic of this video, Summer of Melee's best moments, but also to talk to anyone who watches my videos about some small updates with me, with my channel, and what's to come. First off, I didn't mean to take such a break from making videos. Truthfully, I'm sure you can tell I'm not a professional editor, unlike many of the fantastic creators in our space, and I have been getting very burnt out putting together some of the visual side of the stories I'm telling. And that led me to make a very tough decision this summer, which was scrapping a new series I had been putting together called The 7 Deadly Sins of Melee. I thought it was a cool idea, but I just haven't felt satisfied with how the videos were portraying my ideas. And obviously this YouTube channel is not a full-time job, I don't have an editor, and it's not a self-sustaining entity. So I didn't want to let my creative blocks upend the entire channel. So, I'm sure many of you make videos or play Melee, and if you do, you understand that plateaus happen, or being upset at a certain rut you might find yourself in. It's been tough, but since I enjoy making videos for all of you and seeing what you think, I believe there is so much more Stark to be shown. I'm not sure if and when I'll come back to the series, but I'm gonna shift my creative efforts now to some other stories I want to tell in Melee, some other series I want to explore. And I've also been having a craving to upload more content outside the Melee sphere. I'm really into Pokemon, internet, YouTube, streaming stories, and exploring multiplayer games from the popular to the niche that I feel like are worth talking about and worth sharing about. So I hope you'll stay tuned to share in these discussions with me. You all always leave such rich comments, and I am excited. With all of this being said, I am once again sorry for the absence. I'm human, I'm learning, and I've been enjoying my summer. I hope you've been good too. Now, this would not be a Stark video if I didn't talk about Melee a little bit. So, just because I was on a break does not mean the Melee summer paused. Here's my top 5 highlights for this summer of Melee in case you missed it. Number 5, Wizzrobe at CEO 2024. Now, June ended with a bang. CEO, a premier fighting game tournament held in Florida, had the likes of Wizzrobe, Hbox, Jmook, Crudo, and more duking it out to be the king of the Gators. Wizzrobe and Hbox especially have gone way back in their history with each other, with Hbox and Wizzrobe each having their own eras of dominance over the other.
Oh, reaction tech J, he's gonna fall off! Wispy pushing off!
Oh! He does it!
Oh! Don't hurt her!
Their rivalry would begin at this tournament in winners semis, where Hbox would dominantly take the set 3-1 and prime himself for a winners side grands finals after beating Panda in winners finals. But Wizzrobe didn't come down from the mountains for his tri-annual Smash tournament to lose. Hbox would be up 2-1 in grand finals, Wizzrobe on loser's side. And after getting clutched on game 4,
Holy
fist
cow.
pump from Wizzy!
Yeah, after a very dominant start to that match, now we're into a game.
would lead to a tense game 5, where they struck stock after stock back to back on each other, ended up with Hbox a whole stock up on loser's side Wizzrobe. Hbox would even keep winning neutral, to begin cracking away at Wizzy's last stock. However, the stoic Falcon, the king of holding down, would brave the aerial storm and time a lucky knee on very tough DI to reset the bracket in an emotional triumph.
Wizzy popping off!
What is
Woo! We got some.
And despite this closeness in this winner's set, losers would be such a reversal. Hungrybox's stamina would start to run low, and as game 4 would hit, it would be Wizzrobe up 2-1. HBox would be primed to take Game 4 with a beautiful rest. And wait a second, Wizzrobe lived? Okay, well, will he get back? Oh, he does. And what's the punish? Well, I'll let you watch the end of this clip.
It's gonna be it! Wizzrobe wins CEO!
Wizzrobe takes it. The last CEO in Daytona.
Absolute insanity. I don't think anybody could have possibly predicted how that set was going to turn out. The twists and the...
Wizzrobe wins CEO, and just listen to that crowd.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't even know what to do. So it's like, what do I do? And he's like, get this.
Number 4, Plup and Samus. Speaking of inactive legends, at arguably the biggest tournament of the summer, Supernova, which was formerly known as SmashCon, Plup would grace our presence with his old mane and breathe an air of hope to the few remaining Samus mains that this character is capable of greatness. I think the best moment of this tournament with Samus with Plup would be when he faced Junebug, a top 10 player looking to take this tournament, netting him a top 10 win. It's Samus Sheik, a brutal matchup. Plup is already the best to ever do it, but to see him do it with Samus brought a tear to my eye.
I would love to see a Game 5, but I know Plup is trying to close this out right now. We are forced to land on stage, which means we're taking the big down smash. Good DI for it, though.
Gets to read with the bear there, and this might be it with the charge down
not
smash.
Yet. But dang, that was close. That would have killed a lot of other Sheiks with a little worse DI.
Han just throws out the beefy aerial there. Edgeguard situation.
That'll do it. Huge.
Number 3. The end of HBox's detox. The results and what's next. This isn't from a specific tournament set, but if you remember, HBox set out on a 90-day ultimate detox, where he would specifically pour his energy and muscle memory into Melee to shake off ultimate habits and hopefully regain his tournament-winning momentum in the Melee side. I personally love this as a fan of Melee, because when I see top players lock in, I'm ready for what it means for the Melee landscape. Here are the results of the Melee detox. Number 1, the detox didn't necessarily improve his performance or ranking on the year. Surprisingly, his tournament results would stay very similar. And this might be because of the added pressure of not wanting to perform worse while being on a Melee bender, but either way, it didn't make much of a difference as far as the end of the year is concerned. But number 2, it gave us the Zane Ultimate Poisoning Saga.
2024 has been a really good year of Melee for me. I saw a video from Hungrybox talking about how he's going to do a 90-day Smash Ultimate detox, meaning he's not going to touch Ultimate for 90 days. He's going to play, practice, grind Melee instead in the hopes of improving his Melee results and ultimately winning a Melee major. This got me thinking of a little science experiment I want to conduct. Me and Hungrybox are going to Freaky Friday this shit. We're going to Freaky Friday, and I'm going to call it the 90-day Smash Ultimate Poisoning.
In which we saw Zane painstakingly jump into Ultimate, giving us incredible moments of anguish, and also seeing an interesting fumble in Melee play, as Zane would go on to lose several big sets in Melee following. I'm not saying the poisoning had anything to do with it, but you're not going to catch me playing Fox in Ultimate anytime soon. Number 2. Mango is back, baby! After 2 years of so close, of almost, of Mango Nation in shambles, as Zane or HBox or Cody take another set against him, the rebuild to the top is finally seeing progress from C9's most valuable member. If you've watched my channel, you know I've been documenting the gradual rise of mental and play from Mango. And this summer showed us that number 1 Mang is absolutely possible. And what people are now dubbing the Peloton era, Mango has been on a fitness flex and is looking great, and with this new lifestyle, we have seen not 1, but 2 major tournaments won by the GOAT. Tipped Off 15, where he won 6 games straight against number 1 Cody Schwab, and the tournament of the summer, Supernova, where he beat Cody Schwab again in Grand Finals, and in Winners Finals, a certain King of the Kongs that we will talk about next. Number 1. Junebug and the Rise of the Kongs. Every summer of Smash since I started watching feels like it's had its own Cinderella story. And this summer was all about Junebug. If you've somehow still never heard of Junebug, he's a former top Melee Sheik from Virginia in a Diddy Kong and PM who is a legend of the game and became regarded as the best Donkey Kong in the world after picking up the character to explore his problems and how to make him better for his YouTube series. I'm not going to go into depth on Junebug because there are YouTubers and Junebug himself have discussed this run and his history better than I ever could. I'll link those in the description. But he ended up having so much fun with Donkey Kong that he began entering more tournaments. And this would cause a ripple effect in the Melee landscape, with not one, not two, but 3 Donkey Kongs cracking top 50 in summer 2024, with Quang, Akir, and Junebug all making it high. And singular Donkey Kong wins stand out, like Ringler netting games on Zane, or Bing beating Cody Schwab 3-0 at Gommel. At Supernova, a Melee super major in Junebug's region, he would present to us the best run a Donkey Kong has ever had, netting an unheard of 3rd place, with wins over Joshman, Zamu, and Axe, and taking a game off Mang. So not only did Junebug present Donkey Kong's best ever run, but did it in his home region. And listen to that crowd react.
No way! You gotta be kidding me! Oh my god! Junebug takes it! Junebug takes it! I had said in game 2, watch out for the raw giant punch. Junebug wanted to do it to please the crowd. Give it up for the best Donkey Kong player in the world to ever do it.
So I hope this helped give you a refresh or introduction to the incredible summer of Melee ahead of us. I can't wait to tell you about the autumn of Melee. Thank you for watching, have a good one. And welcome to the post-video chat. I was worried about making this video because I feel so bad about not uploading over the summer. I know I don't owe anybody anything, but like, I really enjoy making videos and people leaving comments. Everybody's been so kind. So let me know what you think about the summer of Melee. What did I miss? What are you excited for as the year goes on? What storylines this year have really grabbed you? What keeps you watching Melee? Have a great rest of your day, everybody. I will see you soon, and thank you for sticking by me.